one of my favorite responses from a fan on Instagram was, I live in a little community. I was never ready to come out. He's like, I'm 35 years old, and after watching your story and your progression on Instagram and just your life, he's like, I come out to my whole family.
Whether it is on What Happens at the Abbey or X on the Beach, it is certain that drama has a crush on our next guest. Please welcome to the table, Murray Swanby. Yes. Murray, welcome. It's so great to have you here.
It's very nice to be here.
So let's jump right in, okay? Modeling, you have so many things you're doing, but somehow drama seems to find you.
It does.
What's going on? What's happening?
I mean, I usually tend to chase people with a little bit of, that crazy streak. So.
Because it's hotter.
So you're taking partial ownership.
I'm usually pursuing drama as much as it's pursuing me.
How does it affect your real, when I mean your real life, I'm talking about your job or modeling, how does it impact? Is it a great platform, or has it ever prevented you from getting a job?
No, I think right now the world is very social media forward, very, the more exposure that you can get in anything, I think it's better for you. So I don't think doing any of my shows has affected me negatively in that aspect yet. I think everybody just really is looking for exposure at this point. It used to be a negative going from one reality show to a different one, and now shows are requiring that. They're like, if you've been on another reality show, they're looking for that and they're engaging for that because you already have that client.
It's a familiar monster.
Yeah, you already have that fan base.
Do they know obviously what they're looking for, and they're putting all these different personalities together, and so how does that, talk to us about the audition process or the casting process and what role you fill, and are you being genuine? Are you acting a part? How does all that incorporate?
Well, I think when I was casting my first show, What Happens at the Abbey, they probably didn't expect there to be so much drama in my life. But now I think reality shows kind of put me above a certain number of people. Be like, all right, he already passes the crazy test. So let's just bring him into this character that we need. But it is just it's just who I am. I'm.
Wait, you're saying it's real? It's not a heightened version of yourself?
I mean, everything's a little bit heightened when you're doing reality TV.
You gotta entertain the people.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
And I feel like when I'm filming on a reality show, I kind of take all my filters off that I use in the normal world.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of things that I would never say in real world, or that I wouldn't say in a public setting because I wouldn't want to offend people or do this, do that. And when you're filming reality TV, you kind of just take off all those filters and you just get down to the raw. And you're like, if I think something, I'm just gonna say it. And I'm just gonna bark at you.
Therapeutic.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. I think it makes me. When I got off X on the Beach, because we didn't get to see anybody for 6 weeks, and there's no talking to people, no TV, no internet, no magazines, no books. You couldn't have anything. So. When I got off that, when I got off, it was very Survivor.
Survivor, Naked and Afraid, I can't do that.
When I got out of that, it was hard for me to adapt back to the real world for a couple weeks because I was so snappy and just I was just, my brain was in a different moment. So.
Is that what's happening with Donald Trump? Can you tell us? Is he just he's in a reality show and he doesn't know that it's over?
He handles it like a reality. He turned the White House into a reality show.
Yeah, I mean, how do you?
Absolutely what's
It's kind of a serious question, but it's kind of serious.
I mean, I guess I feel like his brain got scrambled by his reality show and it just never went back to a normal place.
Because it's doing it, and you see a lot. Do you see a lot of parallels between the current administration and reality TV?
Yeah, I just think that. I don't know, it started off as thinking that he was just doing tweets and stuff to get a reaction out of people. And after seeing it not being just for the reaction value, I'm like, I think that's just his personality.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So will we be seeing you stir the pot on TV anytime soon?
We're filming a new show called Men of West Hollywood. And it revolves around the life of 6 men in the West Hollywood scene. 3 of us are straight, 3 of us are straight on the spectrum of straight. 3 of us are on this very spectrum of gay.
It's West Hollywood.
So it's LA, so nobody's really just one or the other, I don't think.
Okay, there's a philosophy.
You know what I mean? Everybody's a little this, a little that. And so it follows the life of 6 of us, and it's fun. It's probably my favorite show that I've shot so far.
And what does it follow you doing? Are you allowed to say anything?
It follows our real lives.
Okay.
So, I've done reality TV. One of the guys that we have is also a personal trainer. He's been on TV. One of the guys is a real estate mogul. One of the boys has 3 million followers on YouTube. We have a famous photographer. So we have all these different dynamics. And, we just get together, we drink a lot, we go on trips, we go to dinners, we go to parties, we bring all each other to each other's events, and we definitely turn up the crazy.
How do you date? How do you date when you're in the middle of this storm?
Dating's pretty tough, actually, when you're in the middle of all that, because you don't know,
What's going on?
are they dating me because they want to be seen, or are they dating me because they actually like me, or are they dating me just because they are just a crazy person and they, you know what I mean?
Okay, Murray, let's get back into your new show.
Okay.
What are we going to expect? What are we going to see? I know you delved into it a little bit, but give us the real juice.
Well, I can't tell you too much because, there's a lot of things we want people to be surprised about and all that kind of stuff. I will say that the boys on the show are very dramatic and heightened, and, it's a amplified version of our normal selves. So,
Would you say, are we going to see a new side of you we haven't seen in your previous shows?
I think so. I always have that, flirtatious, player aspect of my personality, but that's just me. Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know which one that is yet.
It's been good for your career, so I'd say fortunately.
It's doing all right so far.
Yes.
But everybody else's personalities are very big personalities. So you get everybody into a room together, and things are going to clash, and you're going to argue, and I don't try to throw out too many nasty things about people, but I will say that me and Justin Jedlicka clash a little bit.
Who's Justin?
Justin, you probably know him from, he was on Botched.
We're already on a good subject. Wait, on
the human
Botched?
Ken doll. Have you seen
Oh,
the human Ken doll?
yes.
He has all the. He's had a ton of surgeries, and he has the implants in his arms and implants in his chest and things like that.
Oh my God! But wait, you can't get into a physical
got
fight
into
with
it
this
with
guy.
him?
You hit him and something
Oh
blows
no!
up.
I mean, I wouldn't get in a. Us gays don't get in real physical fights.
Yeah.
We just, we're catty with each other, and then we throw a drink and we storm out of set.
That's right. I'm going to play devil's advocate with this question, but one of the critiques on what happens at the Abbey was that being a gay establishment was. It involves so much of a straight storylines.
Right.
And now you're telling me that for your new show, you have some straight guys and some gay guys. And it's based in West Hollywood. So for those of you who don't know, West Hollywood is the gay area of Los Angeles, where all the gayness is happening right there. How do you think it's going to play out differently on this show?
Well, it's a whole different dynamic. You're not trying to, the Abbey was trying to follow some, based around a restaurant. They were trying to also, showcase clients coming, high-end clients coming at the same time. And it was just all this different disconnect from, you also had 12 cast members, and you're trying to get everybody's storylines through. This is focused on 6. We all have our own things going on in real life. So we bring in all these different aspects of the Hollywood lifestyle, Some of them are actors. Some of them are YouTube stars. Some of them are reality stars. Some of them are famous photographers, like I said. Everybody has these different dynamics, and we bring it all. So it's all these different dynamics that happen in Hollywood, and it's all coming together as just friendships, rather than trying to promote a business or anything like that. We don't have anything to promote, you know what I mean?
So is it kind of more like a Real Housewives-y kind of?
It's very housewivesy, yeah. But, gay
husbands.
men.
House husbands?
House husbands. That's a
remember-
whole new
It's like
show.
the house husbands.
House husbands of Wheeler.
of
That
West
could be a
Hollywood.
whole new. That could be a whole other thing.
I'm
House
curious though, we find that a lot of, let's say, actors who are LGBT or playing LGBT roles get criticism for, I guess, their portrayal of the community. Do you get criticism from the public about, how you are?
Like being
or
a
how-
flirtatious, being,
Or whatever is related to you being a gay male.
You will always get criticism for sure. I don't think that you can do anything or put yourself in the limelight without you'll get 50-50 criticism from something. There's always somebody that doesn't like what you're doing. There's always somebody that tells you you're not doing it good enough or that you should be doing it a different way. And I just think that when there are catty people that come for you on Twitter or whatever, and they're like,
That means you're doing it right.
yeah, you know, like you're portraying the gay community in this, and I'm like, I'm not every gay man, you know what I mean? Like, I am one aspect of the gay community, and how I live my life is how I live my life. That doesn't mean you have to follow my footsteps
Right.
or anything like that, but it does show you that if you want to just be out and proud and follow exactly how you want your life to live out, you can do it. You know
So is
what I mean?
that what you want people to take out of by watching you on the show?
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about, or like, I've had one of my favorite responses from a fan on Instagram was, you know, like, I live in a little community and I was never ready to come out. He's like, I'm 35 years old, and after watching your story and your progression on Instagram and just your life, he's like, I come out to my whole family, and I've never been happier. And this is a guy that's lived his whole life like in the closet. And I was like, that's the kind of things I like to see.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And
Representation matters.
Yeah.
And I have a serious question for you. What do you think about the lesbians of West Hollywood? What do you think that would look like? We could have our cats, we could adopt dogs on Saturdays. We could play dress up like we're gonna go to the gym. Because you know lesbians, we just pretend to go to the gym, y'all really go to the gym. But we love, what do you think? Could you be an executive? Would people watch that?
I think it's a thing. I think we could definitely post something out.
I'm sure
every
there's gonna
Tuesday
be
we rode
some
to U-Haul.
lesbians.
Listen, just wave to me when you're at the Abbey and you're surrounded by like the sexiest people while I'm in the bathroom line, just like try not to pee. Just wave to me. I'll be like, I'm going home, it's 8:30. You know?
See, well, if you need a lesbian on the show, there you go.
Yeah.
Kathy, but
Just sleeping, just goes to me sleeping with my girlfriend.